Saltwater didn't claim the Hulset Miss Mazda earlier. Fire did, but now they've got the boat repaired. Mike Hansen is ready to take it back out. Oh boy, Alberto. George Woods Jr., the driver of the boat we were just talking about. The Miss Budweiser. Tom Deeth driving that one out of Michigan. CIRCUS. Chip Hanauer out of Seattle, Washington. The Miss Northwest. The U85 is Jack Schaefer Jr. And Sundeck U9 is Mark Evans, whose brother also drives an Unlimited.
The battle between CIRCUS and Miss Budweiser in this heat, well, it's not going to happen. The CIRCUS is dead in the water, off the course. It will not run for Chip Hanauer as the Miss Budweiser comes down on the money to start Heat 2A.
Better than 200 miles an hour on the start of the race. Tommy Deeth powering now into the first turn on the course. On the inside, it's the Hulset Miss Mazda. Now remember, this boat earlier in the day had a fire on board and knocked the boat out of the heat. But right now, Mike Hansen's got his foot in it and he's powering on to hold it on the pins and try to stay up with Tommy Deeth in the Miss Budweiser. Good race, good running here on Mission Bay. The water just about perfect. They like a little bit of chop in there because they have to get that pocket of air that you see under the boat. They actually start the boat flat down in the water and they have to pop it out, get the air underneath, get the boat airborne. They don't want it too airborne. We saw too much of that here last year when two of the boats, Hulset Miss Mazda and the CIRCUS go over side by side. But right now, all the boats are running beautifully. 139.103 miles per hour.
And he breaks his record from the first heat by a mile an hour. So he set two records today, broke his own for one lap. Let's see if he can break the overall 15-mile heat average.
Second place now is the Hulset Miss Mazda. That is a boat owned by the city of Madison, Indiana. Chip Hanauer tried to restart, but it's not going to go. The CIRCUS dead in the water, and it looks like the saltwater has claimed yet another turbine, the third on the day.
So after winning his last heat, he had problems at the start, got it restarted, and cannot finish the race.
Boy, is that ever the story of turbines on salt water, but this one is operating flawlessly at the moment. This is the Miss Budweiser, the red and white boat coming head on at your screen, and to the left of center of your screen, there is the Hulset Miss Mazda, and there's a good shot of that boat, a reciprocating engine. It is a boat driven by Mike Hansen. Mike is out of the Seattle, Washington area, although the boat is owned by the folks of Madison, Indiana. Here's the red and white Miss Budweiser that we've talked about, owned by Bernie Little of Lakeland, Florida. Driven, of course, by Tom Deeth of Fairhaven, Michigan. This is the Miss Northwest. Riding in third place, Jack Schaefer Jr., whose dad was involved in unlimited hydroplane racing. Jack now carrying on the tradition. Good racing here on Mission Bay as these boats all take aim at the Gold Cup.
Mark Evans in the Sundeck did not start. As we saw, the CIRCUS started, then did not finish. And old boy Alberto, George Woods, continues to have his problems. He's going to need some points in the next heat because he didn't start this one. As we look at our leader coming down, and Tommy Deeth is well on his way to breaking a heat average record he set earlier for Gold Cup competition.
The flag comes out, and Tommy Deeth will take the win as he laps the third place boat. Tommy Deeth on the right side of your screen now. He takes the win in the Miss Budweiser. This has got to have that crew really happy down there. So far, their turbine has been operating flawlessly in the salt water.
A 15-mile heat and a 2.5-mile course, a new record, 135.265 for Gold Cup competition. Tommy Deeth has set 4 records today.
So Tom Deeth looking for only his second Gold Cup. The last time he won was on the Detroit River in Detroit, Michigan, in the Miss US back in 1976 for owner George Simon.
That makes it 2 in a row for Miss Budweiser here today. Hulset Miss Mazda second, Miss Northwest third. The rest of the field, no points scored. Let's go down to the pits and Mark Spencer.
Ronnie Brown, your second weekend in a row. You're making it look easy.
Well, Mark, believe it or not, it's really not easy. We have been struggling most of the weekend here to solve the saltwater problems. We just put 2 back-to-back heats together with hardly any popping at all in the engine, and we got a new filtration system on the boat, and it looks like the filter's doing its job, and we can put 2 more heats together, and Miss Budweiser might win the Gold Cup this weekend, and we can probably put her on top for the National High Point Championship, Mark.
San Diego, a fine host of the APBA Gold Cup. Our thanks to John Daly, the Chairman and Board of Governors, Dave King, Sam Parisay, Mike Henderson, all the gang. They've been very kind to us, and we thank them for their time and their efforts in this Gold Cup. We'll be back with more of the HFC American Hydroplane Series, the Budweiser APBA Gold Cup, in just a moment.